new series of the channel, and it is Cup Kitty by Nuclear Strawberry. Cup Kitty is a game that I found out about like watching random YouTube videos about indie games. And I saw some gameplay of it, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's very interesting, especially the graphic style. But what's even more interesting is that I later found out that Nuclear Strawberry also is responsible for one of my favorite Super Mario World ROM hacks of all time. So yeah, it was a good moment of like finding some old media that helped define a lot of your taste in games, and seeing it that yeah, it has evolved with you. So yeah, let's go. Let's see. Did I sent everything? Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. So let's start it. If I'm not mistaken, I've last set the controls to be Smash style. Oh yeah, since I've beat the game, I did it 100%. I have the both characters unlocked. Let's see if I can start the story from the beginning. And yeah, when I said I did 100% of this game, I really did 100% of this game. It's actually absurd how much I became addicted to it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to raise my save. Okay, let's go normal mode and let's just follow the order of the levels. So, okay, let's do it. If I'm not mistaken, if I re-enter a level, I will get to see the cutscenes too. Normal mode. World 1. Power on. Mission 1 of 1. XE attack. Oh. Okay, no, I want to... Okay, let me just check something. Options, graphics, sound controls, blockers for 22. 7, new BGM. I put everyone under default costumes? I don't want to erase my save, but I want to see cutscenes. Oh. Okay, give me a second. I'll try to see if there is a way to make it back up. Oh, I can't even show the videos. Ah. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, I just want to be able to see the cutscenes again. Uh, okay, just give me a second. I'm gonna close it and try to just erase my save. I'll create a backup. So for a reminder, a outcome with data recorded by this program is safe and confidential. The chances of the data being later used to create a robotic doppelganger of your are close to 0%. Okay, just give me a second. I have just to check it. Let's see. Reset my save. Okay, let's see. Uh, no, I don't want to videos play on the background. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. I have erased my save. I want to see the plot of the cutscenes. Because the cutscenes are actually cool. Okay, let's go. No, it's not the... okay. It's probably on the app data. Let me just confirm. Documents. Let me see. There's no copy keying here. Users. Where's the saves? Oh, okay, it is in the SyncCloud copy. Okay, let's see. I disable it temporarily. Let's do it. No, it's still unlocked. How do you reset my save? Okay, I'll try to find a solution to that later. So let's just play the game and let's hope for the best. Let me undo the changes I did to the game files so I don't get some random bullshit happening. Oh, it already downloaded the backups. Okay, just let me do something first. Let me manage. Properties. I believe I found out what happened. Okay, close, and now let me erase those. Now let's try again. Let's see if it works this time. I just want to be able to show the cutscenes. Okay, yeah, it worked. Okay. I don't want full screen. I want this configuration. Configure buttons. Okay, let me see. Jump, shoot, kick, super shot, weapon menu, dodge. And drop weapon. Wait, no, I will use drop weapon the same one as Kirby. Screenshot, pause. Okay, yeah, it's probably going to work now. Let's go. Screenshot home, pause, screenshot. Okay, yeah, everything seems to be correctly set. Confirm. Advanced options. What do you have in here for screen fit management? No, not necessary. Okay, we're going to get the adventure. Yeah, I even got the old loading screen. Okay. Hey, hello, Kamui. It's so good to have you here too. So yeah, I'm playing Cop Kitty now. A special birthday delivery for Boki. Huh? Oh, it's for my uncle. He told me you should play it right away. Have fun. Nice. Flux. Wait, Flux? Is this a military training program? What kind of dumb present is that? Whoa, I take that back, that's cool. Quite nice, isn't it? I created this to help you practice your abilities. My powers? Oh, just copy other people too. I know you're dissatisfied with your abilities, but if you practice, you'll be surprised as to what you can do. Jump, jump. Woohoo! Okay. So kick with the A key. And okay, let's go from force to bounce. It's not working. Let's go for plasma. So yeah, the main gimmick of this game is that you have multiple weapon types, and then you can combine those weapon types to create different super weapons. So for example, force is generally used for homing attacks, bouncing attacks, and plasma is for piercing attacks. So by using the three together, we get this bouncing laser. Then I can pick a let's see. Yeah, if I try to shoot while I'm standing over a weapon, I can get I can pick it, and if I change the weapon, I can create different combinations. Like this homing piercing explosion. let's replace. I am kind of rusty. Okay, let's replace this one. By the way, all weapon types have ammo, so yeah, you have to be warned of that. If you want to see have an idea what your weapons are going to get when you use the super shot, you can look at the weapon change menu. This last option here under C key is a combined shot. Is a combined shot. So lightning, explode, and plasma create cavitation cannon. So it is this. Lightning is generally spread shots. So yeah, it's a spreading. It's a spreading, explosive, and piercing shot. You can get some really interesting weapons by combining some of this stuff on the that you are going to get access to. Are you sure this will help? I am still just copying stuff, meow. Heroes always have their own powers. So the feel that copying is unique? You're already created with it though. According to my calculations, you can make up to an absolute calculation weapons by copying the enemies in the simulation alone. This is just a number, and I don't even know what it means, you nerd. I mean that I'm very confident in your abilities. Now go discover that for yourself too. Good luck! Okay, now you can get the normal mode. Okay, yeah, normal. Power on. Okay, I like to use force as a base shot simply because it's versatile. By the way, it has physical attacks just like Gunstar heroes. So yeah, the levels start kind of simple, but they get extremely in-depth as the time goes on. By the way, you have some advanced maneuvers like a drop kick that you can aim in multiple directions, and you can get certain buffs that improve your drop kick. Generally, the objective of the level is to find the target enemies and destroy them. Also, you have special conditions to get stars on the levels, such as beating them without taking a certain amount of damage. So let's try again. Okay, let me just do something. I just need to correct a Z A X. Okay, yeah, perfect. It's closer to my actual setup now. Ah, forgot to also do that. Okay. Forgot to swap with the super shot. Okay. I am extremely rusty in this game. I used to be able to speedrun those levels, but yeah. That's what happens when you spend 2 years without playing the game. For example, the lightning weapon has pretty poor penetrability on walls, but the explosive is kind of really annoying to hit multiple targets. So the spread of the lightning plus the... Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, yeah, it counted. How do you feel, Boki? Are you getting used to fighting the simulation yet? Yeah, I guess. This still just easy stuff, though, right? I need to get better with my powers already. Hurry up and let me blast off tougher robots. And now some of the elemental upgrades that you can get. Flame Talisman allows you to cause... oops. Overtime damage to your enemies. This is the wave shot. The wave shot's main gimmick is that it actually can get past through walls. And yeah, you can get some really stupidly good combinations with it. But the absurdly stupid combinations happen with Tornado that creates vertical shots. So for example, let me just swap for Tornado as a main. You see? So the homing of the Tornado plus the homing of the forest plus the pressing of the wave combined with Tornado create a absurdly wide attack. Oops, okay, let me just get... Oops. Now I can just use the wall to shoot me? No! Okay, let me retry. Like, I want you guys to start on off the first word. Ah. Okay, and now I can just use the vehicle, just like in Metalslug games. And yeah, it has its own controls. It also works similarly to the Ride armors from the X series too. Like, this game has a lot of references. You may not think much of your abilities, but you are an antenna just like me. We both have supernatural powers that most other people do not. With enough practice, you can do great things, Boki. Great things? Like driving a robot around? Come on, you don't even need magic powers to do that, meow. The Virus is not a vehicle. You didn't even realize it, but it was your power to copy its control crystal that allowed you to pilot it. I look forward to seeing what other elegant solutions you come with later. By the way, if the volume is too high, you can tell me because yeah, I don't know how loud is it for you. Okay, so yeah, this is a presentation of what you can do with specific attacks. So for example, I just got the quick shot, the machine gun of the game. Those enemies are now going to give me the lightning. And what happens when I get combine the machine gun with the lightning attack is that I get the saber. The saber itself is an entire weapon archetype too, so yeah, you can get a lot of fun stuff with that. With the lightning saber, I get 0 maneuvers. Like by combining saber with other weapons, you get 0 maneuvers from the X series. So nice shot. So yeah, that's actually pretty fun to use. It's one of my favorite weapon archetypes. So let's see, I am going to get, let's see what kind of deck they have. The plasma or the explosive saber is better one. Oh no, the force saber is actually cool. So there's another element of force is that it actually has the ability to, when combined with certain weapons, to create a reflective barrier. So, no! Oh. Right, yes. So now I can get the mirror saber that I can use to reflect projectiles from my enemies. Okay, got out of ammo. And I have that fuck you laser that you can get on X5 and X6. Oh, wait. Okay. By the way, the fire saber is just because of the fire talisman. No, it's not because of the current element of my weapon. But yeah, for fuck's sake, damage, too much damage. Okay, but yeah, let's play around with something that can better fit the level. Okay, let's go. Now let's go with force. It was working. Ah! Oh, forgot to do the dodge roll. I'm rusty as hell, like. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. I remember what I'm doing wrong. This one is in the left shift and the dodge is on the C. Okay, let's go. Because yeah, I was using Smash Bros controls, so yeah, I put my dodge on C. let me do it. My reflex is just too slow. Ah! Pressing the wrong button again. This time I can't even fault the controllers, I'm just rusty. Ah! By the way, your runes also apply to reflected shots, so yeah, you can do some pretty fun combinations with that. Okay, let me get force. Let me take out lightning because I need. Let's see. Great, yeah. So now I can do that! It's the fire dragon from Ghosts and Goblins. But yeah, it eats a lot of ammo. Done! Full HP and all. The first boss. So yeah, the main gimmick of this game is that the bosses actually are combinations of enemies. So it has some interesting designs and concepts. Oh, great. Okay, let's retry. I'm already near that. Okay, the volume is too loud for me. Just let me fix it for a minute. No, better if I fix it in game, okay? Okay, better. Now I copied his weapon, and now I can use it against him. And a lot of the boss's gimmicks are pretty much going to be that. Like, you have to learn their patterns, learn to how to use the ammo types they give, and most of the bosses also allow you to copy their weapons. So yeah. Woo! Magna Crush. I won! Very good, Bucky. You handled your first mission encounter quite well. Thanks, Meow. But this is such a simulation, right? I wouldn't be so strong in real life. Any victory achieved here, you are perfectly capable of accomplishing against the same enemies in real life too. In fact, it's about time we start tackling some of the more lifelike scenarios the simulation has to offer. Your next mission is on the first. I will give you more detailed briefing on the next area. Good luck! I have to go. Perfect one, okay. And the worst part is that, oh, by the way, let me just say something. If you find a way to destroy the components before they combine, they actually affect the outcome boss too. Like, it's an Easter egg that you can actually do some pretty stupid things with it. Oh, great. Oh, great. I hate that. This exploded in my face. Whew, let's go. Yeah, I believe it's easier to break them when you're on the New Game Plus because you can get any weapon. Ah, press dodge late. Let's go. I'm going to get a star on it. Woo! Did it! I won! Yeah, yeah. Next level. The Wilds. Now that you've learned the basics, I'd like you to treat the rest of your training in the simulation as if it were real. Your first objective is still rather simple. Many constructors have been emerging in this forest and causing trouble. Find out where they are coming from and put a stop to it. So I just have to destroy the enemies before, right? Not exactly. Defeating the constructors in the rise is the first step. But the source of the problem will be much further ahead. Good luck! Da-da-da. By the way, this attack is a Shoryuken. And this is a enemy summoner. Let's see. I need to only take 5 damage, okay. Yep. Already got it wrong. Ah. Treetop climb. Constructs are made of metal, but they are often patterned after organic life forms. Some of them have adapted to local environments to gain tactical advantages. You mean like those stupid bunny-shaped robots? Well, no, those are just bizarre. I do have to wonder just who designed those things. Ah, freeze talisman. Oh, by the way, the advantage of getting the tornado is that it actually makes your shots pierce vertically or horizontally, depending on the combined weapons. So you can get some pretty powerful combos going, especially some nasty boss killers too. Pest control. This area is absolutely crawling with constructs. This might prove to be quite a challenge. Nah, I'm not too worried. The more enemies there are, the more powers they can copy, right? Indeed, it looks like you're starting to catch on. Okay, let's see. Let's get spread. Last one. Polymorphic Invader. And this is the sub boss. It scans the area and has powers based on it. So you can get some pretty annoying patterns later on. Oh fuck. Do you try? Yes. Clean up. The Uggos are, by the way, a very fun anime archetype later on because they get some interesting patterns, to say the least. Especially on the New Game Plus. Especially because the New Game Plus in this game is actually an entirely new campaign that happens after the base campaign. Oh no! Ah! Let's get your ball. Forgot your roll. Up. Ah. That was dickish of you. Ah. Forgot about the landing delay. I'm doing the hard way. I just need to roll. The literal starting command of the battle is dodge, and I'm not dodging. Okay, my alarm started playing. Ah. Ah. Ah, rolling toward the target location. Jump too soon. Or not soon enough. Now I jump too soon. Ah, laser beam. Woo! Did it! Yeah. Aquamarine. Oh, Bulky, you've been going for the start on every level, haven't you? I'm very impressed. Wait, really? Indeed, it shows great promise. Keep in mind though, the stars are optional. You don't unlock anything special by earning them, and you can always go back and get them later. I'd like to see you continue striving for them, but if it gets too difficult, you shouldn't feel obligated to. Ah, yeah, that's probably directed at me. Either way, good luck. Okay, let's see. Let's go for lightning, and let's start up. Yeah, I'll start going for the lightnings now, for the stars now. This lets me... Let me see... Yes. Oh no, I can just do that. Hmm. Oh yeah, I know what I have to get, and it's... Wait, where's my typhoon? Oh, great. By the way, those flowers give buffs to the enemies. Those orange lines, they actually block the wave shots from crossing. So yeah, it's to prevent you from breaking the levels by using them. By the way, am I just going to be fighting ordinary constructs the whole time? What about, the cybers? The cybers are truly a diabolical force, seeking to obtain and exploit the powers of Anthema for their own nefarious purposes. Battling them directly is not something to be taken lightly. For now, practicing against the robotic minions should be sufficient. As we'll see very soon, even more constructors are not to be underestimated. Shoryuken. Oh, I have forgotten. I can judge rolls by doing the Mega Man input. Yeah, it's down and jump. I have completely forgotten about this one. If I do the perfect timing on a kick, I can get to affect the shots. There are a few abilities that upgrades that help me get a reflex. Oops. Let me see. Yes, this one. Yeah. So, if you have played Gunstar Heroes, you can recognize this ability everywhere. By the way, the buzzsaw allows me to do air dodges too. Bio weapon. Oh, by the way, something interesting. The weapons you copy are they are actually going to use the version of the enemy you copied. So, like, if two different enemies drop the same weapon, your shot will imitate the version of the enemy that you copied. So, yeah, for example, in this enemy, I got the rose whip and the bulb egg instead of the cotton egg and the vine whip. Ooh, I forgot to change my apples again. Ha! I win again! Yes, and your fight caused a forest fire in the process. You mean it's not going to go away just after the level is over? A real hero knows that actions have lasting consequences. The Varzat caused this fire on purpose, even though there is a cyber base nearby. They must have some way to defend the bases from those flames. Find their temperature control device and use it to stop the fire. So yeah, shooting anything into the lava will cause the lava to erupt, and it's also important for certain puzzles and boss fights in this game. Every single thing that's introduced has at least one or two different effects. Oh, by the way, this is the other reference that this game actually takes from. Curb 64, Curb and the Crystal Shards, because yeah, explosives and oops, it has the explosive shurikens from Curb and the Crystal Shards. Yes. By the way, Boki is featured in a Mega Man Fun game too. And she's one of the main bosses of Mega Man. Oops, Mega Good Mega Man Level 3. She's one of the contest participants that mistakes Mega Man for the Crunch Tire boss, and she decides to fight you. Blazing Candy. So yeah, those boxes will unleash extra stuff after you kill the amount of enemies listed in them. Yeah, I got the weapon, the tornado weapon from Mega Man X1. No. Yeah, the tornado weapon is actually a mix of quick and tornado. Tornado from Mega Man 1, from Mega Man X1, and the wave is just adding those small piercing shots to it. Taramal Smackdown. This boss is extremely fun. So yeah, his gimmick is that like he is pretty much a Silhouette Mirage boss. So yeah, there's also some Silhouette Mirage in this game. Yellow Macho. And I'm not sure, but I think it's also a reference to Mega Man Dongs. Because a lot of these fights gimmicks also reflect the Frostburn Man boss fight from that game. But I should ask the developer about it, if it's a reference to Mega Man Dongs. Or it's just a coincidence. Woo! Got it. Oh, my nice HP. Yeah. Muscle Slayer! Excellent job beating the boss, Baki. Such muscles are not easily surmounted. Yeah, that thing was just a bunch of rubber abs and hot air. Give me my next mission. Very well, your next objective is a rather significant one. The cybers have taken over a large industrial complex and are using it to produce their evil constructs. You should begin with the chemical plant in the outskirts of their base, and then you can shut down the factory in the center. Good luck! Oof. War 3, chemical plant. Precarious catwalk. Yeah, those, why is forest associated with shields? Because of those guys. Because when those guys have force, they will give you shields. When they have lightning, they will give you... When they have... No, when they have the sword, they will give you lightning. Oh. Na-na-na. Oil refinery. Yeah, the chemicals in the water have a similar gimmick to the lava. So it bursts if you hit it with a explosion. And if you get out of wrath, you can actually start taking damage. Don't forget that. I always keep forgetting about that. Remote location. In this mission, you should be able to copy a weapon from the rabbits. The remote weapon is very potent, and if you correctly, if used correctly, but might be hard to get used to. Remember to detonate with the kick button. Remote is actually a pretty fun weapon to use once you get the hang of it. By the way, this is poison slash. Oh fuck. What's the name of it? Corona Flash, okay. Ah, this one I wanted. Yeah. So yeah, the gimmick of this of adding boss series is that boss interacts with walls. So yeah, now it becomes a instead of having the explosive arc, it just flies straight into the wall. Polluted Oscars. You're about to enter a large facility of some sort. Be on your guard, things are going to be getting dangerous from here on. Yeah, forcing remote is actually a pretty potent combination. Hazardous Herbinger. Look who's back! Yogval. The main gimmick of the site is to plant explosives and hit Yogval with them. By the way, this is more spoiler, but I plan on also doing the both the hard mode campaign and the savant campaign because they're completely different games. So the bad guys have an actual secret lab. That's how they're evil. Well, I'd say that has more to do with the fact that they're synthesizing the extremely dangerous chemical weapons in here. And besides, I have a secret lab, so what does that make me? It makes you a huge nerd. Meow. Yeah, the third variant of the shield robots are those assholes that throw chemical weapons. And what's the gimmick for the chemical weapons is that if you hit them together, the explosion increases because you're fueling the reaction. Yeah, it's an extremely fun weapon to use. Oh. Da -da -da. Volatile chemicals. What? Without design this place anyway? Nobody really uses it as fuel anymore, right? Why that may be true on Ruiznada, since we have access to abundant wind and nuclear power, there are just some uses for combustible fuels. Yeah, like use it to blow up my enemies. Just make sure you don't blow yourself up in the process, Bucky. Synthesis chamber. Exchange. Invisible Legion. So yeah, the gimmick of this level is that you have to destroy the stuff that's making the enemies invincible. Jelly processing and storage. Yeah, jellies are easy to kill using kicks, but they also have an interesting gimmick. That is, they bounce you if you try to stomp on them. Oops. Let me just get right angle. Here. And here's the power kick. It makes your kicks more powerful and also in danger, and also makes your reflection timing better, easier to do. Miasma Monster. The exit to this chemical plant is just beyond this zone. From there, it's a direct path to the factory. That means they have something big guarding the exit. Then, here we go again. No! Kumalo, the miasma monster. Yeah, the annoying part of this fight is that the arena starts getting filled with the toxic waste. Yay, got it! Miasma chemicals! Woo! They activated the self-destruct. Oh no! There is no. That is right away. Hurry! The antenna has escaped the underground barricade. The tunnels immediately. Do not allow her to reach the factory. Word for the underground. So the gimmick of this word is that you have those crystal blocks that you can use, that you have to destroy to get through. Oh yeah, it also has some shinobi. I had forgotten about that. Like, a lot of weapons have fun gimmicks and secret effects too. Minor inconvenience. Haha. What the heck was that? You're getting the close to the Cyber's factory. They detonated the building you were in to dump you into the caves below. It looks like they have an active mining operation down here. Take out the drilling robot you just saw. Caves are way better than that stuffy chemical plant anyway. I don't mind a little detour. And that's the fourth type, the dynamite. Yeah, dynamite is one of the weapons that I really don't like to use because it's kind of gimmicky to an annoying extent. Like, it's not bad, it's just like it requires that you play it exactly as it is supposed to. Mm-hmm. And in like remote, you can't detonate it early. So yeah, you're really going to have to do exactly what the game wants you to do. Like every time they appear in a mission, it's pretty much do what it wants and nothing else. Uh-huh. Exactly. Uh-huh. So yeah, so now I can just use the dynamite and create a chain reaction. Ah, humanoid, let's go. Yeah, the most of those special weapons don't can't combine. Like a few of them can, but they require specific conditions. Because they can only combine with specific other weapons. When they appear, like it's going to be very fun to use them. Constructs can be exceedingly resourceful. Watch out for the ones that absorb the power of the foreign comrades. And that's where it's going to get gimmicky as hell, and in a fun way. So yeah, this one is actually a pretty interesting subtype of enemy. This archetype can also copy weapons just like you, and you can manipulate what kind of challenge you're going to get by leaving certain weapons on their path instead of others. By the way, they can copy some extremely dickish weapons too. Like for example, oops, I killed it too fast. Okay, I was going to show the lightning round. Here. By the way, the stronger versions of them can also get some pretty interesting choices of weapons, including an exclusive one, the scythe. That does massive damage, and I believe there is a chance of insta-killing an enemy. Dynamite everywhere! Yeah, this is one of the gimmick stages that we have to use the dynamite, and that's why it really annoys me because in the end of the day, it's just not as fun to use as the other ones. Like, it's not a bad weapon by itself. It's just that for a game that has so many weapons that are extremely fun and dynamic to use, it is really not doing itself any favors. It's finally dead! You are not out of the case yet, though keep going. Penguins one on one. Ah, yeah, that's one. That's going to be the football game. You have to kick the penguins. Let's play soccer. Woo! You're unstoppable. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, guess what? This is also ride armor. And it's going to be the gimmick of this level. And yeah, the vehicles can become even crazier. A crystal quarry sounds like a pretty delicious place to be, meow. I know you with gemstones, but this isn't a fine dining simulator. Don't get distracted. Oh yeah, we can also get the reflector. So yeah, we have Star Fox Shine. Super speed. So yeah, we got lightsaber, remote. We got the mirror image from Mega Man X4. Elevator shaft. You're directly under the factory. Now, expect lots of resistance. Clear out this area and head straight up. Let's go remote. Let's see, let's replace explodes. Whoops. The gimmick with this weapon is that I can choose what direction the final explosion is going to go in. Oops. Ah! Trying to show the direction and I'm moving. Singwork Tyrant. Okay, that will be the last level for today. Let's go. This is the end of the line, cat. I will mow you down like grass. Massive drill. And now I can get his obliterator. Then Tenma is entering the factory. Stop her at once! The production lines must keep running! And that is it! Mechanical warehouse. So yeah, see you all next stream! Thank you for your participation and goodbye!